Well, I am so excited for today's video because we're gonna be doing some fall decorating, and fall is literally my favorite time of year, favorite season. Love everything about fall, the codes, the weather, literally everything. So we're gonna be decorating. We're gonna be going to Michael's and Target today. I have some things from last year that we can definitely reuse, but I want to get some new things so we can put around the apartment and just cozy it up. I made this video last year and I had a lot of fun doing it, so I'm excited to do it again. I'm also gonna give you a quick little book update and a review of the book I just read and what I'm currently reading, but we can do that later on in the vlog. Today, I want to really focus on this area. So I really want to touch the console area. Right now it's very, I wouldn't even say it's spring because there's not very many flowers, but it's earthy, maybe summer. But I have a garland already for here that I can use. This is the garland that I normally use there. I'm pretty sure I want to reuse it again, but thinking about it, I don't know if it might be just too skinty. It's not very full, so I might look for another one to put there, and then I can put this in my bedroom TV area. Either way, she's gonna be used somewhere. And then I want to replace the little objects in the middle as well. I might keep the lanterns just because the lanterns are very cozy and nice, but I definitely would like to get maybe some pumpkins and especially something for the eucalyptus leaves I have there. I'm thinking of just getting more like dried plants. So that's the vision that I have. Also, last year I put these pumpkins up on top of our cabinets and I literally have left them there all year round. I have not taken them down. That's fine, we're just gonna keep it, but this year I gotta take it down for the new season. But we're gonna go ahead and start with Michael's and then see what we can find. Who would do that? So we just got a lot of things from Target and well, not a lot, but enough things that I'm really excited to show you all from both those stores. So I'm gonna go ahead and go home and do the haul for you. But before I do, I just kind of want to rant for a second because I just had a very weird interaction with this man. I was just walking right into Target and I was about to cross the street and he just like pulls his car up, rolls down his window and asks for money for gas. And like, I don't really carry cash on me. And he was like, oh, do you have like Cash App? Like, he wasn't like aggressive or anything. It was just very like uncomfortable for me. I don't know, like he didn't do anything like malicious to me, and then maybe it's also because I just don't like talking to men, but that was just very like alarming because I'm trying to cross the street and he just kind of pulls his car up. I mean, yes, actually he did do something wrong. Why am I making excuses? You don't pull up and block the crosswalk for somebody to cross the street and ask them to Cash App them some money for gas. All right, I'm gonna go and show you guys everything that I got because that just made me very uncomfortable and I just needed to share that with you really quickly. Yeah, that was weird. Let's go home. So we're back and now I'm gonna do a quick little fall haul, show you everything that I got. But before I do, I wanted to share the towels I got for the kitchen. I actually got these at TJ Maxx a couple days ago, but I wanted to throw this in here before we get started. There are these cute little prints of pumpkins that I got from TJ Maxx. There's 3 of them and I just think that they're so cute and I'm so excited to hang them up in the kitchen. I've been meaning to actually change the towels in the kitchen, and so now that is fall, I finally have an excuse for it. And like, isn't this like just the cutest little print? I'm just so excited for these. So I wanted to go ahead and share these first. So the first place that we went to was Michael's, and I was looking at the garlands and I really couldn't find any that were really full. So I just went ahead and kept the garland that we have here, and I'm just going to use it there for the time being. Maybe I'll keep looking and see if I can find like a good chunky leafy situation. I might have to actually buy a few and like stagger them because I do feel like it's a little bit empty. I'll give you a better view whenever we decorate it, but I feel like there's too many gaps in it. It's fine for now, it'll work. So let me share with you what we got from Michael's. Okay, so my main goal when going to Michael's was to find something to replace my eucalyptus, and I wanted some dried plants, foliage, whatever, but they're pretty expensive at Michael's. I don't know if it's because it's fall so they just like ramped up the price a little bit, or if it's just because they're, I don't know, more special than the eucalyptus that I bought, which was pretty inexpensive, but I decided to not do that. So I got fake plants that we'll just have to do for now. And the first one I got was this one, which I thought was super cute, and I got 2 of them because I thought why not? But then I was kind of like, I don't know if this will fill it sufficiently, which now that I'm looking at it, it probably will. But just in case it wasn't full enough, I actually got this too. And it matches perfectly with the little, I don't know what this is called, thing that's already on this one. So I got this one, and I think it'd be cute to just like put it in the back. And then like, are you kidding me? Isn't that like so cute? So this is the first thing I got, and it's gonna replace that over there, and I just think it's literally perfect. So that's all I really got from Michael's. I saw a few different things. I almost got like these scented acorn things, but I didn't really have a bowl for it, and I just felt like it was kind of useless for right now. So this is what I got for the little vase over there. I'm so excited to see how it looks, and I think that these little leaves that are like entwined in it, it's gonna match perfectly with the garland. So I'm just so excited. Okay, so then moving over, we went to Target afterwards, and I got a few things that I'm excited to share. Okay, so last year I got this candle from Target, and I loved it so much. It's like almost done, and I pretty much have been looking for this exact one for the longest time, but I couldn't find it last year, like when I went to repurchase it, and I couldn't find it again this year. So I just went ahead and looked through the other candles that Target has, and so I went ahead and picked up this one, which is cinnamon pumpkin muffin, which smells so good. What I liked about this one was that it was so like woodsy, like it's literally in the name, and it just felt like a warm hug, and it wasn't like too strong, and it didn't give me a headache. All these candles, by the way, from Opal House are soy, and any other type of wax really gives me a headache except for soy, but this one was just so nice. I used it like every day, and it was perfect. And this one also kind of gives me similar vibes to that. It's sweet, it just seems like so cozy and warm and not like overbearing. So this is what I got, and I'm super excited to like this one and see how it smells. And then next I saw this, and I was like, oh my god, I have to get it. And it's this glass pumpkin shaped candle, which is so cute. I don't think I will light it. Ooh. Just because it does smell super strong. It smells good, but it still smells super strong, and I feel like it's gonna give me a headache. I literally just got this solely for the decoration, and this was only $10. Same thing with the Opal House, but this is so cute. And I was like, I want it. So I got this. Next to the same place I got that pumpkin, I found these ones. And I was like, you're kidding me right now. And these are only $5. I feel like they would be more expensive. They're still candles as well. And they smell really, actually, I don't know how I feel about this one. But this one, this was really cute. I don't think this smells very good. Yeah, these ones really are really strong. But like I said, I don't really care how they smell. And I just feel like this would look so cute just for like decoration. So at Target, all I really got was candles. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of the things together. This is definitely not the final project because I have a lot of things at my mom's house that I forgot to get. So whenever I bring that over, and whenever maybe I work on my bedroom for decorations, then we can do a quick update about that. But let's go ahead and try to replace my console with some of the fun stuff. Let's go ahead and start with the eucalyptus. Dried eucalyptus is very delicate, and I want to save this. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way to store it so it doesn't like completely fall apart. So that's what it looks like alone without the extra stuff. Let's see what it looks like if I add this. Okay, I think that looks really good. I felt like the candle holder might just be like, I don't know. It's kind of pointless, I feel like, because I don't have a candle, and I tried to find one, but I couldn't find one at Michael's. I still want to put it somewhere though. But I think that this looks so cute. Now let's put our candle arrangement. Okay, so this is what she's looking like right now. Definitely isn't the final product that I'm hoping for. I feel like there's so much missing. Like I said, here you can see kind of like a lot of gaps in between the garland, and just like the top and bottom just seem like they're missing stuff. And I don't know how I feel about the placement right there, but it's okay. I cannot have everything completed right now, but so far so good. Definitely enough to get me excited for fall and see that there has been a change. So that is what we're working with. Okay, so it's actually several days later, but I went to my mom's house and I stole some of her fall stuff so we can continue with our decorating. But I wanted to show you before we move them and place them and all that stuff. All of these decorations I'm pretty sure I used last year, so if you saw that video then this is nothing new. But I stole this bowl, and it has just like palm trees pine cones and pumpkins in them, and I'm pretty sure this is just gonna be the dining table centerpiece because it's simple. So I'm gonna have to clear the dining table for that. Then I have this bag that just has pine cones of all different shapes, and I don't even know what this is, that I think will be nice to fill in the gaps in the TV console. So I just have a bag full of these. And then lastly, I have this pumpkin pine cone. Isn't this gorgeous? Like, I love this thing. I could also use this as a centerpiece as well, but I think I might put it here in the console as well. I don't know, we'll play with it a little bit and see how it looks, but I'm just so excited for this, guys. Okay, so first thing I did was I put that thing just to fill up this whole section because I felt like it would fit really nicely, and it hides the extension cord in the back. I'm gonna have to try to hide these wires. It's a constant battle of trying to hide wires, but I think I'm gonna leave it there. It kind of looks wonky, and I kind of wish I had a better place to display it, but I think for now it'll just have to do. So I'm just gonna leave it there and then keep working around and see what I can come up with. All right, guys, you cannot tell me nothing. This looks freaking adorable, and I'm obsessed with it. As you can see, I just added the pine cones to like fill in space, and I think it looks really kind of cute. The only thing is, like, I kind of wish I had something tall to go back here, but we can always figure something out later. Yeah, I know initially I was gonna take down that, and I tried to fit it in there, but unfortunately it doesn't fit. I want to see if I can find like a long candlestick in the meantime, but we'll just leave that there for now. Really kind of obsessed with it. Let me know your thoughts. So that's that, and let me go ahead and clean the dining table and then just add the centerpiece, which really isn't very much, but I'll show you that anyways. All right, so here's just the centerpiece. Nothing special, just pine cones and pumpkins, but I think it looks really nice, simple, and it'll get the job done. But I just remembered I forgot to show you guys the hand towels for the kitchen, what that looks like on the stove. I think they're really cute. They're simple. I have an extra one of the pumpkins that I just kept away, and they can use it anywhere, honestly. But those are all the decorations. That is everything. I feel like we did a pretty dang good job. Of course, like, it's only September, so a lot of things can be changing as the months go on, but I think it looks really cute, and I don't know, I'm just really happy about it. It's really the little things in life that I feel like bring me the most excitement, and I just love decorating, especially when it comes to a home. It makes it so nice and my environment nice. Guys, when my environment's nice, my mental health goes up drastically. So yeah, that's all for now. So guys, it is nighttime. I got my blanket. That means we're talking about books. I thought I would go ahead and share my review of the last book that I read, which was Wretched, and it is the third book in the Never After series, and this one was a Wizard of Oz reimagining. Okay, so while I was reading the book, it was interesting. Like, I wasn't really bored while reading it, but it did take me 2 weeks to complete the book, and I think it's just because I wasn't like excited to read it. It wasn't something that I was like dying to complete, so it took me a while to finish. But while I was reading it, I was still like engaged, but just when I wasn't reading it, I really wasn't thinking about it at all, and I was kind of like, oh shoot, I should probably finish reading it before I forget what this book is about. And also, I don't know if it was because of my limited information about the Wizard of Oz, because like, I watched the movie, I know what it's about, but it took me forever to figure out who Nick was in this book. And in the Never After series, it's a reimagining of the villain and the hero of the stories, which are pretty obvious who they are. But in this one and in the Wizard of Oz, there's like a clear bad guy but multiple good guys. So I had a hard time figuring out, but I came to the conclusion that he's the Tin Man just because of a quote about him having no heart, and I'm pretty sure is the Tin Man the one without a heart? I'm pretty sure. So it's a reimagining and like a romance between the Wicked Witch of the West and the Tin Man. That sounds crazy. I sound crazy. Let's talk about my thoughts. Pretty much, the story is about Nick, who is the DEA, and he is going undercover to find the supplier of this drug called Flying Monkey, and is ran by the Westerly family. The character Evie, she is the daughter of the guy who runs the business, and she plays a pivotal role in the whole drug situation. I don't know. So in the beginning of the book, Evie and Nick meet at a bar and they have a one-night stand, and they don't know who each other are. But then he realizes that he has to get in close with the Westerly family to find the supplier of these drugs and pretty much get the whole operation shut down. And he realizes that Evie is a Westerly. He's like trying to gain trust within her and the family and get enough information to bust them, and in doing so they both get close. And with the closer that they get, the more his morals get challenged, and he's he's like, I really like this girl, but she is in the drug business and represents everything that he hates. So that's pretty much the premise of the story. Like, I don't feel like this book was trash. I feel like that's how I'd start like every review. I don't think it was trash, but I don't know. I love how in the other books, when there's a morally gray character, and I think this is just something about me, I really appreciate books when there's a morally gray character. It's like, you can see why they would do that, right? Like, they're doing things that are messed up. But like, when you really think about it, you're like, okay, like, they're killing somebody that really wronged them. Maybe it's not okay to kill somebody, but I can see why you did that. And that's why it's like a gray area, you know what I mean? It's not like strictly bad, strictly good. She said it's like they're straight up villains. So like, in her defense, she wrote, you know, a villain story. But I just felt like there were times in the book where I felt like it kind of flopped in terms of me really liking these characters because there was no redemption for me. Like, for example, Evie, I couldn't find anything to like about this girl. I don't know what was something that Nick liked about her, what was a redeeming quality about her. She just seemed bitter, and like, I get it, you have like a sad backstory, and everybody in these books have sad backstories, and it helps explain why they are evil, but I just couldn't find anything good about her. I just felt like she was just a pretty face to him, and that annoyed me. We learned that she is smart. Like I said, she runs a big part of this drug operation, but I literally could not find a redeeming quality about her, anything I really liked about her, why he would love her. It wasn't clicking for me. And on the other side, Nick, he's supposed to be the best of the best in terms of all DEAs, but he was stupid. Like, he kept messing up and telling her information about his real self when that's like the #1 thing he shouldn't be doing. And I guess it's because I couldn't find anything good about her and why I would even like her. I'm kind of like, why would you even share information about yourself that can really make this whole drug bust fail? I just felt like that was stupid, and if he's really the best of the best, he wouldn't be doing stuff like this. And I couldn't find anything why he would like her besides her just being pretty. Literally, that's it. I couldn't find a single thing. I mean, they have banter, and no, I love a good banter, okay? That's one of my love languages. But what is good about her? I really did not understand, and it annoyed me. I know in the other 2 books, like, there were scenes where, like, you know, people were killed or they did something bad, and I was like, oh, that was wrong. But it didn't, I guess, strike me that much, because probably the person that they killed or someone that did something wrong, I can see how, not that I would do it, but like, I can see why they would do it in the worst way. I'm not condoning violence. But there was this scene that happened where Nick did something, and I was kind of like, that just is really, And like, I get it, he's supposed to be the good guy. And I feel like in all these books with the villain and the girl, because in the previous 2 books, the villain was a guy, and this is the first book where the villain is a girl. The girls they weren't like squeaky clean either. And they definitely justified wrongdoings. But I don't know, Nick as a good, I don't even see him like, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Just this one scene that happened just rubbed me the wrong way, and I'm kind of like, make it make sense, you know? Like, I feel like in these books you gotta have like some redeeming qualities. I guess just both of these people, I couldn't find any redeeming qualities, so like anything bad that they did just seemed bad to me, and I was like, I can't justify this. And also, I did not care about the relationship at all. I really didn't. I could not have cared less. And I talked about this a little bit in my last video. And I think it's maybe because they had a one-night stand that it took away the excitement from me. Like, oh, do they like each other? Do they find each other attractive or whatever? So maybe that's why I didn't care. But also, I didn't care about any of the characters. I thought they were both stupid. So I just wasn't looking forward to it. I just didn't care to see how it ended. If they ended up together or not, I would have been fine. There was also spice. And this was like a unique kind of spice. It was weird. I read reviews about it. I already knew about this one scene. But if you know anything about the gun scene, people were freaking out about that and being like, oh my god, that's like so hot. I could not care less, because okay, in some spice scenes, guys, I'm kind of like, oh dang, but literally I would be reading the spice and like nothing, and that's how little I cared. Nothing was exciting at all. There's this scene where Evie goes like really crazy because there's this one character she really hates, and the way she handles them, for lack of a better term, was interesting. That was very weird. Still, I don't know, I think it's maybe because I'm also very twisted in the head. I guess I just wasn't really that taken aback, but it was definitely be careful when you read these books in particular and in this series, because it's very messed up. It's a very messed up book. Overall, I did not care about it. Like I said, It wasn't trash. While I was reading it, I was engaged, but I did not think about it. I probably won't think about this book ever again unless I'm maybe talking about the Never After series as a whole. I always have this rule: if it wasn't a chore to get through while I'm reading it and I was enjoying the process of reading it, then I'll give it at least a 3 stars. So it's a 3 stars. Not great, not terrible, would not recommend. But something that I do want to also note is that I'm noticing with so far the past 3 books that I've read in this series, there's a pattern, and I realized that it has to do with, like, if there's a death or downfall or something like that of one or both of the main character's parents, it's because of the actions or the values of the love interest. Like, there's always a connection somehow. In these books, somebody's parents died. It's always connected to the love interest in some way, whether it's what they represent, their actions directly, their family, like something. I don't want to just keep reading the same premise, I guess, but I'm starting to notice that a lot. Even when I read the back of these books, I noticed that they sound kind of similar in terms of plot. They give me similar vibes. So anyways, the next book is called Twisted, I'm pretty sure, and I think it's in Aladdin reimagining. So there's that, and then the last one is Crossed, which is a Hunchback reimagining. So let's get through those 2 books, and then we should be all caught up with the series until the last book comes out, which I don't know when that will be. But I wanted to give a quick update on what I'm currently reading, and right now I'm reading The Sweetest Oblivion. I started it last night. I'm literally on page like 4, so I can't really tell you anything about it or my thoughts about it. It's my first mafia romance. Wretched was kind of a mafia. I won't know for sure because I've never read a mafia, but it gave me mafia vibes if I ever done seeing it before. So this one is an actual mafia one, and it's about a girl who falls in love or gets involved with her sister's fiance. Like, they have an arranged marriage, the sister and the guy, and they start getting close, and it's supposed to be like an arranged marriage, I think, between 2 mafias. I don't know. I really don't know anything about the mafia world, but I wanted to just read something in the meantime because in either the next video or one of the upcoming videos, I'm reading a book that I'm really excited for, but I cannot film that right now. So I wanted to read something to hold me over in the meantime. I will keep you updated to see how that goes. I would like to read more fall mystery, maybe not thriller, but more spooky type vibe. Things that kind of get me in the fall mood, I guess. So I read Wretched, which I felt like she's a wicked witch, broomsticks, dressing up. I don't know, Wizard of Oz. I see a lot of costumes. I don't know. It gave me like fall vibes. And then this one, I don't think it really has fall vibes, but when I'm thinking of mafia, I know he's a bad guy, like he does bad things, so that gives me spooky, I guess. So I'm not trying to be too strict with this, but I want it to have some type of theme. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna read whatever I'm in the mood for. So that is the update for now. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching and seeing all the fall decorations and hearing about my books. If you liked it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.